for being here. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thrilled to see all these gorgeous faces. For anybody who doesn't know me, I'll introduce myself first. Courtney and I are going to be leading this presentation, but you're also going to hear from some incredible coaches on our downline. And let me tell you, that is a fraction of the stories that we could share with you tonight, but we don't want to overwhelm you, because the most important thing for you to know is that every single person who comes into this business as a coach runs their business uniquely to them. So let me preface this by saying we on this team, Inspire Tribe, one of the top teams in Canada and top 1% in this company, want you guys to come into this and not be a copy and paste product of your upline coach or somebody that you look up to. We want you to be inspired by that, but we want you to find your voice, your way, and your uniqueness into this company. And I think that might be a little scary for some people, but I think it's really exciting because nobody wants a copy and paste Beachbody coach. Okay, so we're going to talk to you a lot about that tonight. Okay, so first of all, I want to introduce myself for some of you who may not know me. My name is Danielle Melanson. I'm the very proud leader of this incredible tribe, Inspire Tribe. I'm personally based out of Nova Scotia, Canada, born and raised on Cape Breton Island. I've been a Beachbody coach in this business for 7.5 going on 8 years, and using these programs and products for 13. I and my husband, who is Mel McMel, this is a new account for him, have been using these programs and products for 13 years and have lost collectively 150 pounds, and hold it, kept it off for over a decade. Because I think that's the really important part, is that we're talking that sets us apart, and you're going to hear a little bit about that, is that this is a lifestyle and a community. We're not selling diet pills. We're not selling a 30-day program where you're going to drink shakes and lose weight. And then we are here to show you and be with you and celebrate with you and find who you are to be the best version of yourself, paying that forward into a business. Okay? So at the end of the day, guys, this is a business, and that's what this call is about. We could have 5 other calls about our 700 workouts, 60 programs, our nutritional programs, our groups, the fact that we have this massive community and support system, but that speaks for itself. The reason you're here tonight, or the reason you're watching this recording, is you're kind of wondering what's on the other side of all this. Because you may have used some of our programs and products and been like, okay, this is kind of cool, especially since now in this kind of pandemic, unfortunately, we get to work on ourselves mentally and physically from home. So this is a really win-win situation. Let me preface why, we do a sneak peek every month. Let me preface why we're doing this type of presentation. Our business has tripled in the last month, and we need your help. We need your help. So if you've ever thought about joining the business, and Courtney's going to talk to you a lot about misconceptions, fears that we all have, all of us. I put this question out to my whole tribe last night of successful, amazing coaches who have already taken the plunge into this business, and they just listed off all of these fears and misconceptions that they had but overcame. And you probably have, and I had as well, okay? So if you've ever been teetering, this is the time to get off the fence and jump in, because number one, we need your help. People need your help. We need light in this world. And number two, this is an amazing time to really kickstart your business and get momentum, okay? Because people want the gift that we have to offer more now than ever, okay? So I started doing Beachbody workouts really, really quick back in 2007, 2006. I started when there was 2 flavors of Shakeology. I started when there was VHSs, if anybody's young enough to, old enough to know what that is. VHSs. There was Turbo Fire, there was P90X, and there was Insanity. Now we have 60, count them, 60 different programs and products. Okay, so we are completely, oh my gosh, leaps and bounds. Every 3 months we have something new coming out, which is amazing because there is a lid for every pot, basically. Okay. I was 250 pounds, size 24. I've actually walked out of the plus size store because they didn't have a pair of pants that fit me. I was a full-time smoker, diet Pepsi addict, junk food. I didn't know why they gave you a green bin in your house because I had no vegetables in my diet and filled it with nothing. It was clean and empty. So I totally changed my lifestyle. My husband joined a little bit later. You might hear from him if we have time from him. He joined with me later, and we really changed our life. So when the opportunity came to Canada, where I live, in 2012, October 1, I signed up on the very first day and did not look back. I knew nothing about business. I did not have a laptop. I did not have a smartphone. I did not know anybody else who worked this business. I was one of the first Canadian coaches, but I knew this was a gift and I needed people to have it because it changed my life. Okay. So that is a little bit about that. I'm going to pass it over to Courtney. Courtney's coming to us from Ottawa, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her coaching story. And then we're going to hit back with some questions here.
All right. Can everybody hear me okay? We're good. Okay. Danielle, give me like a thumbs down if I start like going south or something. Cause guys, I live in the middle of like nowhere and internet is sketchy here. So I've downloaded it on my phone. So if I go MIA, I'll be back. So a little about me. I have been a coach for a little over 4 years. Danielle said I live in Ottawa, or south of Ottawa, middle of nowhere. I apologize, you guys. I'm a trucker's daughter and I swear, and I will try not to, but it's a fair warning. It just comes out. I don't know that I'm saying it. So I apologize to anybody who's offended because that's just me. So little about my journey, how I started with Beachbody. Without getting into great detail, I've only got a couple minutes to share this. My past came from a very, very physically, emotionally abusive first marriage. So my confidence was like way down below the floor. Remarried. My son was, I'm going to say 6.5, and my daughter was 1.5. I was still suffering with postpartum depression. Saw a magical post that changed my life one night. It was an acquaintance of mine on Facebook who posted this thing that said, "Are you tired of being tired?" I still remember it like it was yesterday. And I said, absolutely. I messaged her, signed up a couple weeks later once I came up with the money for the challenge back. And basically the rest is history. I did sign up for the discount right away because who doesn't love a discount? It wasn't until I actually went way out of my comfort zone and posted transformation results that I had gotten in the first 21 days group that I was in for 21 Day Fix. And people were messaging me like crazy, asking me what I was doing, how I was getting these results. And I thought, you know what, I could possibly make this into a side gig. I was working full time. I had a home daycare. I had a 1.5-year-old, 6.5-year-old. I was busy as hell. I started it part-time, and within 8 or 9 months of working this business, I went full-time and closed my home daycare, and I have been doing it full-time since. And honestly, I wouldn't do anything else. So that is the Coles notes of my version. I could go into it, and I might later, but after a few more of these. But for now, that's all you get. And I'm going to hand it back over to the beautiful redhead in the, it looks like leopard print. Are you wearing leopard print? It's pretty. She thinks we can hear her. Danielle, you're muted.
I was trying to wear red today.
Yeah, no, I didn't even get the memo. I just wore a color because I always wear gray.
Because Nova Scotia's strong, right? Because Nova Scotia's strong. So I was trying to wear red today. This is I have a lot of red workout wear, but I wanted to wear something other than gym clothes for a second in my life, right? So I love that, guys. And you know, I'm the same way, as you guys know, if you're on team calls with me or you're in my challenge groups. We are real people here. We are not fancy furniture warehouse. We like to cuss. We like to have a cocktail. We like to eat clean. We like to work out. We like to do personal development. We really believe in balance. And that is something that I really like to preface when I'm talking to new coaches, especially. And I say that to some people when I'm doing a one-on-one with them. I'm almost trying to tell you exactly everything about this business so that there's no surprises, because we want to work with people who want to work with us and who are ready for this. We are not here to convince you that this is going to change your life. We know this is going to change your life. We're not here to convince you, because you need to do this for yourself. And everybody has that time where they're like, screw it, I'm going to give this. I have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So why not, right? Okay, so first of all, I'm going to really talk to you guys about, listen, how to make money in this business, because I don't mind talking about money, okay? And I come from a very small town, and I'm going to tell you right now, anytime I talk about money, my mom shushes me. Well, I've been shushed for 43 years of my life, right? Shushes me. My brother tells me, who lives in Calgary, that talking about money is tacky. I don't care. Guess what? Unless you pay your bills with sunshine and unicorns, we all need to make money. And there's nothing more admirable than loving what you do and being able to earn an income by helping people. Our doctors make money. The person who gives us our coffee through our drive-through makes money. The person that you go into Winners and you buy from them, they are a company as well. That is how our world works. So there's nothing wrong with loving what you do. And just because you're helping people, okay, doesn't mean you have to have any guilt about making money from it. If anything, you should celebrate the fact that you just love what you do and add so much value to people's lives, okay? So first of all, your income in this business is a direct reflection of what you put into it, okay? So I like to be really, really straightforward. Can you tell I'm the pit bull on the team? Okay. Trust me, I'm super, super sensitive. I'm an actual hidden empath. But I'm all about, what you put into this is what you get out of it. So I don't want anybody coming into this business with misconceptions about what it may be, okay? We help each other, okay, as a team, collectively. So when you come into this business, you are not left to just figure it out on your own. You are trained, you are mentored. Sometimes people accuse us of having too much information for them. So we're constantly trying to simplify our systems to make new coaches get the best quick start they can with the best information they can, so they see early wins, because we are constantly there to help you and support you. So number one, okay? Number two, action is what is going to bring you any sort of income in this business. You can have every training in the world, you can read every personal development book out there, but if you don't put what you're learning into action on a consistent basis, then you're simply not going to have that monetized into a paycheck weekly. Okay, so we do get paid every week, Thursday afternoons, direct deposits into our bank accounts. If you're in the UK, you are charged and paid in UK pounds, US dollars for our USA team members, as well as Canadian dollars for our Canadian members. So when I get my paycheck, that is in Canadian dollars into my Royal Bank account. Thank you very much. Now I can pay my mortgage. Okay, so that's how it works. But we do not start this business always wanting to quit our full-time job, to make six figures or be one of the $1 million earners. That's not always everybody's reason for coming into this business. And so if that's not what your reason is coming into this business, I'm here to tell you that that's okay. That is okay. A lot of people come into this business as a discount coach because there's zero sales requirements. Even my father, 71 years old, he's been a discount coach since 2012. He orders his Shakeology. He does his Tony Horton workouts on BOD with his yoga in between. I'm trying to get him to try Bar Blend. And he loves his beach bars for the grandkids. And he loves his recovery shake and drinks Energize like it's going out of style. Okay, So he saves 25% on all of that. He does not know his coach ID. He does not know how to sign into his back office. There's zero sales requirements to be a discount coach, okay? However, you can start as a hobby coach, okay? And a hobby coach is somebody who maybe works and, you know, a half hour a day, 45 minutes a day, an hour a day. They want to maybe help people pay it forward, supplement their own costs for their own products that they love and use, but maybe aren't ready to really run with this right away. And that is cool. That's a great place for you to get started if that's where you want to get started. Maybe you're in a situation where you're like, I don't know, I've got a lot of student loans. Maybe you're on maternity leave and you're not quite sure if you want to go back. Maybe you're in a job right now that you're not in love with or that's not serving you in every way. Maybe you just want more time and financial freedom, right? I have people who are in their retirement and they want to work towards travel, towards having more options in their retirement. We have people on this team from 18 years old to 62 years old. And I'm telling you, every aspect of it is rocking this business. And if you want to be a business builder and run with this, that opportunity is there. So if you want to run with us, we will run with you. If you want to walk with us, we'll walk with you. If you want to jog with us, we will jog with you. So it's all up to what you want. And we figure that out when we talk to you and your sponsor coach talks to you with your Getting Started Right call. So you're not alone, okay? So basically what we do is we earn 25% on our commission sales. That's how you get started with earning money, 25% commission, okay? As you grow your team and you build your business and you bring more people into your business, coaches, discount coaches, you know, because so many people just want to be a part of this because it's such a no-brainer, you will then be paid in a second way, which is residual income. So basically, the longer you stay into this business, the longer you stay consistent with doing the vital behaviors, which we teach you what they are and how to do them, the more you're going to get what we call residual income. So earning money while you're sleeping, as well as your commission, your 25% commission. So there's two ways for us to earn money. You don't really need to understand that right now. That stuff comes in the training, but know that there's no ceiling on the limits that you can have. So if you're in a job right now where you're already working 60 hours a week and you're already at the top wage and you're like, this is where I was like, there has to be something else. I am working so hard. I'm working 12 hours a day and I'm still living paycheck to paycheck. I'm still putting $10 at a time into my gas tank because if I need an extra $20 on the weekend because there's a birthday invitation in my son's backpack he never told me about, I can't put $30 in my gas tank. I need that $20 to buy a birthday gift and get him there. If you are sick of living that way, then you can give yourself your own raise. And that's what I love about this business, is that you can get out of it financially as much as you want to put into it with action, okay? I'm trying to think if anything else. Dun, 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 dun. You can't just make money in this business by showing up on social media, posting your sweaty selfie, and telling everybody about the products. That's super fun. I do it every day. I love it. You do not get paid for making TikToks. You do not get paid for making trillers, even though we do it and it's fun. It's so much fun, guys. But that is not what Beachbody pays you for. You actually have to help people get started. Like you have to actually say, Sister Susie, this has changed my life. I think you should give it a try. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee and I have a new group starting. Oh my goodness, please do this with me. It's going to change your life. You can't just get paid for showing up. You have to help people. And trust me, it's the best feeling in the world when you put yourself out there and share this amazing product, programs, and opportunity with people. And listen, they realize, I had somebody today who first day, and I said to her, have you watched your 2B Mindset, our nutrition program? Have you watched any of the videos? She said, I've already watched 15 of the videos of the nutrition program. I said, oh my gosh, wow. She said, I am so happy that I decided to go with this extra program. She said, I just feel so good in my soul already, even though the only thing I've really changed is I've drinking some more water today. Like, that's all you have to do on your first day is drink more water. But knowing that and her telling me that lit my heart on fire, right? Lit my heart on fire. So you actually have to help people in this business in order to get paid, okay? So I can be a little long-winded, so I'm going to stop talking right now. I'm going to pass this over to Courtney, and she's going to talk to you guys about some fears and misconceptions and tackle a couple of those. Then we're going to do a rapid fire with some of our leaders on this team. We're going to ask them some hard questions. They're going to share some of your stories. And please know in the chat, all throughout this, if you have any questions, please post them, because we are going to either let you unmute yourself and ask questions after that, or we will answer any of the questions that you drop in the chat.
All right, so I'm gonna try to talk slower than I normally do, because I tend to just ramble and keep going and people don't understand what I'm saying. So so I want to go over some misconceptions of, I guess, becoming a coach that a lot of people have, a lot of things that I've heard from people who are interested in this opportunity, and a lot of things that I've heard from my coaches. A lot of them are on this call right now, who have signed up, and these were misconceptions they thought about the company, and then some fears that they had or other coaches have had, other customers, that type thing. So I think there's five, I have them written down. So there's 5 or 6 misconceptions. So the biggest one that I hear from whether it's a client or just somebody who's interested in the coaching opportunity is that you need to be at your goal weight to become a coach. And guys, there could be nothing further from the truth. So as I said, when I started, it was because people had seen my transformation. I wasn't yet at my goal weight. Yes, I had had a bit of a transformation and I had great results. So I was able to share that with people, but I was not by any means at my goal weight. My confidence was still really low. I had no self-esteem whatsoever. And coaching has only made all of that better. So you do not need to be at your goal weight. Sharing your journey while losing the weight is what people want to follow. People want to see you getting results. So it's great if you are at your weight and you just want to help people. That's amazing. But if you're not, don't let that be something that is going to deter you from wanting to be a coach and help other people. Number 2, you need to be a good salesperson. Oh crap, this is, again, so far from the truth. I was trying to think of an analogy. I'm like, I couldn't sell what to who. I'm like, I couldn't sell like water to a fisherman, like a fish to a fisherman. Like, honestly, I just, like, it's the stupidest analogy, but guys, I've had so many part-time jobs and stuff in high school and stuff, and worked on commission and clothing stores. And guys, I couldn't sell anything to anybody. That's not what we do. Again, we share our journey. We are what we call a product of the product. So you see the amazing workout programs we use. You see the amazing nutrition programs we use. You see the amazing products that we use. Basically, what we do is we share that with people. What works for us, what doesn't work for us. I might use a product that Danielle absolutely doesn't agree with, or it doesn't work for her. Or she may use something that works for her that I don't use. So everybody is completely different. So you do not need to be a salesperson. You're basically just being a product of the product. You're sharing what you're using and telling people what's working for you. That way, if they're interested in trying it, they might. Number 3, no time. Guys, I told you, I worked full-time at a full-time home daycare. I had, at the time before they changed all the rules, I had like 6 daycare kids plus my daughter. My son was in school. Like, it was crazy. I would do my workout during nap time. I made it work. Most people make this business work in pockets of time because a lot of people are busy. A lot of people work full-time. I always joke that 1 hour a day is what I started building this business with. And most people think that that's complete BS. It's not. And even now, a lot of days I only get 1 hour a day in, even doing this full time. So it's all about priorities. Instead of binge watching Netflix for an hour at night, maybe you put a little bit of time into your business, and that's all it takes. Number 4, you need to know a lot about fitness and nutrition. Oh my God, no. So before I started with Beachbody, just really quickly, I did a 6-week transformation challenge. So I was still postpartum with my daughter. She was a year and a half, but I hadn't lost the baby weight. She was almost 10 pounds. She's a porker. So she did me in. I couldn't lose baby weight. I did a 6-week boot camp transformation challenge at a gym close to me. They never once followed up with my nutrition. You basically had to show up for 2 workouts a week. That was it. They didn't care. There was no accountability, no support. Guys, I gained a pound in the 6 weeks. Do you know how defeating that is to a postpartum mom who's trying to lose weight? Like, ridiculous. So when this opportunity came, I jumped on it, and I didn't know jack shit about nutrition, fitness. I was a Pepsi addict, like a 2-liter bottle a day minimum. I would binge eat chips. I'm not exaggerating. My husband, if he wasn't kicked outside with my kids right now, would vouch for me because he would do the same thing. I didn't know anything. With one of our amazing nutrition programs, I'm now a certified mentor in that program because I've done the work. I've learned what I need to learn. You can learn as you go with this opportunity, and there's trainings for everything. So if you have the time and you want to put the time in and you want to learn more, there's always that opportunity. You don't need to know it from the start. Number 5, I don't have a big social media following. I had about 80 friends on Facebook when I started as a coach, and I just hit I think I'm about 5 people short of 3,000 friends. That is 4 years of consistency, of showing up every single day, whether it was good, bad, or ugly, which it's been all of them, sharing my story with people, adding friends, doing free groups, adding people to that. Guys, there's so many ways to build your social media following, whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever your jam is. We basically show you we help you grow your network, and we give you some training on it as well. There's so much training when you sign up as a coach. It's ridiculous. Like Danielle said, some people think it's actually too much sometimes. And the last one is it's a pyramid scheme. Guys, those are illegal. Completely. Danielle, no. If it was a pyramid scheme, I wouldn't be here. Basically, what you put into this business is what you get out of it. So if you put in 1 hour a day, you're going to get a certain amount out of this business. If you put in 6 hours a day, you're going to get a little bit more. Like Danielle said, especially with the income, this business is a direct reflection on what you put into it is exactly what you get out of it. I have 3 fears that I want to share with you guys as well. A little bit different than the misconceptions, just because I know a lot of even the coaches for my team, Danielle's team on here, I'm sure a lot of them felt the same way. So the number 1 fear that I think a lot of people have before signing up for coaching is, what will others think? And that's my big thing is being judged, right? You're sending invites to people to join you. You're always posting on social media. People are going to think you're annoying. Well, you know what? Those aren't your people. I'd be completely honest. I've had people unfriend me and block me only to refriend me on Facebook 6-7 months later and join me that same month. You guys, you're going to find your people. And we always say your vibe attracts your tribe. And you guys, it's so true. I've met my coaches and my team, some of my best friends in the world, and I've met them all on social media. Some of them I haven't even met in person yet. It absolutely blows my mind. If you care about what you're doing, you care about the fact that you're taking care of yourself, that you're helping other people, that's all that matters. Like Danielle says all the time, they, don't care about what others think. They don't pay your bills. Number 2, again, kind of same as a misconception, is I don't have the time. Everyone has the time, whether you wake up an hour earlier or go to bed an hour later. Guys, I'm an early bird. I'm up early in the morning, but I'm also an early bird to bed. I'm usually in bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And that's just me because I like sleep. If I know that I haven't gotten enough time into my business in that day, I make sure that I stay up an hour later and I make sure that I get done what I need to get done for that day. So I end up losing another hour's sleep. Big deal. I get like 8 hours sleep a night, honestly. I'm sorry for those of you who are moms and don't sleep, because my kids are old enough now. They're 6 and 11. I sleep now. And like I said before, instead of binge watching Netflix for an hour or 2 or whatever it is, honestly, put some time in your business. I don't consider this a business anymore. I wake up in the morning and the first thing I do is check in with my clients and my coaches and my challengers. Guys, it's just like a habit for me. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have to do that, to be honest, because it's such a habit for me. It's the first thing I think of. The third one and the last one is, what if I fail? If you feel, I've had coaches come and go. We all have. But you know what? You can't fail in this business because you're always working on yourself, whether it's physically, mentally. I have had I've had a couple of clients who have been clients for 2 or 3 years and have worked on themselves every single day, and they've signed up as coaches, and they are absolutely amazing coaches because they're basically showing everybody else what they have been doing for the last 2 or 3 years. So whether it's, you know, listening to a podcast on personal development or reading a book. I'm not a big reader. I listen to podcasts. I can't read for the life of me. I can read. I just don't like to. I'll clear that up. I can read, I swear. But the best thing about it is it keeps you accountable. And like I said, if you literally can't fail because you're always working on yourself. So whether it's losing 20 pounds or 50 pounds or 100 pounds, or just getting your mind right, which coaching has really done for me, you can't fail. I don't think I've had really any coaches who are on this call that have signed up and have not been successful with this business, or, you know, reached a goal that they have hit or have wanted to hit. Sorry. So honestly, you can't fail. The best thing I ever did was sign up with this amazing company. And I preach it to everybody that you can't knock it till you try it. If a friend of mine said to me once, she's actually with a different MLM company, and she said, if it's on your heart, you need to try it, because it's better to try something and maybe it's not for you than to sit and wonder what could happen if you decided to take that chance, because you just don't know. So that's my spiel. Danielle, it's all yours. Take it away.
Love it. I love it. We know you can read.
I had my notes.
Look at his notes. Okay, so listen, what we're going to do now, guys, is we're putting some of our coaches on the hot seats. Okay, we're putting some of our coaches on the hot seat to kind of tackle some of these misconceptions. Like I said, I could go into my team page and tell you right now 20 comments of all the fears. I feel judged. I was fear of judgment, fear of what other people would think, fear of failure, fear of what if nobody would follow me? What if I don't know about social media? What if I don't know how to make TikTok videos? Who the F cares? You do not have to make TikTok videos to be a Beachbody coach. I just choose to because I was like, I need to figure this out. Do you know what I mean? Everything's figure outable. What we're going to do is we're going to take some of those pressing fears, because we all have them. We're human beings, and we're going to tackle some of them with our coaches. We're going to call this rapid fire. So I told them 3 minutes. Let's see if they can. Who's got the timer? Let's see if the 3 minutes. Tiffany's up first. Tiffany's a brand new spanking coach, and I mean brand new spanking coach. So Tiffany, I'm going to say really quick, how new are you to coaching? And I'm going to ask Tiffany this question. First of all, tell us how new you are to coaching.
I signed up as a discount coach the beginning of March, and I decided 3 weeks into it, I definitely need to be an active coach.
And now she's an emerald rank. Her husband's an emerald rank. She's a success starter. She's a Success Club earner this month and Success Starter month 1. You might not know what that is, but I'm just going to tell you it's a big deal. Oh, that's a big deal. Okay. So Tiffany, as a person who has been involved in other direct selling companies, because a lot of people have, including myself, I sold lipstick and perfume and stuff. And I was terrible at it. I was a hairstylist for 16 years, never sold a bottle of shampoo. So I thought there was no way I could be a Beachbody coach. As a person who's been involved in other direct selling companies, what was it that drew you to Beachbody? And what is it about this company that is a fit for you?
And I only have 3 minutes? Okay. All right. So the thing that drew me to Beachbody was the state of my mental health. I decided that I need a little bit. I'm a stay-at-home mom of 3 kids, and I decided I need a little bit of a break because my husband works away. So I started taking my son, my two oldest go to school. My son, I started taking to a daycare provider. I started creeping this daycare provider's Instagram stories. I trusted her with my son, but I was a little curious. So I watched this girl's story, and she seemed so strong and inspired, and she was spiritual, and I'm starting to come into my spirituality. And so I watched her every day from October until March. December till March, she went through an extremely rough time in her life, but she still showed up every day because she did it for her mental health. So that inspired me. So I knew if she could do it, going through what she was going through, then I could too. And I quickly found out that behind Beachbody are a whole bunch of people that are like-minded, and it's not just another direct sales. It is a like-minded community of people who are working on bettering themselves at the same time as growing your business. So all of the other direct sales that I've done, it's like, will you buy this product? Will you buy this product? This product is amazing. Will you buy this product? This allows me to work on myself for the first time ever as a mom, do self-love and self-care. I preached it, but I definitely didn't walk the walk. And so I'm probably getting up to my time, and I have so much. So what drew me was first Amanda Compion. She was super inspiring. I quickly realized what kind of a community I was about to jump into. Number 3, I guess I said, like, I'm a giver. What fills my bucket the most? And that's kind of where I got into my mental state, is I was just a give, and I never put myself first. I always thought it sounded selfish as a mom to put yourself first, but you can't pour from an empty cup. So in the last 2 months, like, my mental state has changed so much. It's really quite crazy. And I want to say, like, this isn't easy, especially like changing your routine and your habits. But like, the bad habits are the easy habits. The good habits are the hard habits, and it doesn't get easier, you get stronger. So I just want to like put that out there, because it isn't easy, but like, once it's your routine and it's a good routine, and I love Beachbody because, yeah, you can watch YouTube for free, and right now you can't go to the gym, but you could go to the gym. But like, with Beachbody, you have this accountability community, and with each program, they give you a nutrition plan. So like, you're going to get your best results, and they lay it all out for you. I have it kind of written down. So yeah, you can do something cheaper, but like, look at it this way. And this is my saying: your vibe attracts your tribe. So I am one of those crazy TikTok people. Why? I just started it 2 months ago because, honestly, this tribe does a "but first we're gonna dance" when we take our energy in the morning, and it's fun. And I'm a creative person, and I love, as a mom, sometimes you put that on the back burner, but this allows me to be me and put me first. So I like to do creative TikToks. Do you have to? No. But that's just something I do. And like Danielle mentioned at the beginning, it's not a copy and paste. It's you do you, because you will attract your tribe. And we don't want to convince you, and then later on you like, oh yeah, no, there's no convincing. Like, if you take the chance on yourself because you're worth it, you will quickly see that this is the best investment. It's a lifelong lifestyle change investment, and you're worth it.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Tiffany.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Tiffany. Mick is like, I hope I don't have to go now. That's what he said to me. I'm like, let her talk as long as she wants. That means maybe I won't have to go. That's what he said. I love it. I'm going to pass it over to Courtney. Courtney, do you want to ask a question here? We're going to wrap this. What we want is rapid fire.
Yeah, a little faster, but that was a great answer, Tiffany. I loved it. Okay, so I am going to, I have a couple of my coaches on here that I'm going to shout a couple shout a couple questions out to. They're going to answer as quickly as possible. I'm timing you 2 minutes. No, just kidding. 3 minutes. So Tracy, you're first up. She's so excited. So Tracy is a newer coach. Tracy, can you unmute yourself and tell us how long you've been a coach for?
Started in mid-February. I didn't start right out as a coach because I'm the type of person where I had to try it first. I had to try it out to see if I could do this. So I have been sitting on the sidelines for about 3 years, looking at Courtney, stalking her, like Tiffany said. Every day I'd go on Facebook and I'd see her there and I'm like, how does she do this? You know, I was totally intrigued, but terrified. And I thought, there's no way in hell I could do something like this. So I started, like I said, I'm just rambling, so tell me to shut up, Courtney.
Tracy has been crazy successful in, I guess, her first two, technically March and April, two full months as a coach. She's, for those of you who don't know Beachbody lingo, she's a success starter month 2. She's hit Success Club both months. She's crushing this business. It just goes to show anybody can do this business. Tracy, I have one specific question for you, and that is, how has coaching helped you overcome self-doubt? 3 minutes, go.
Like I said, in the beginning there, I didn't think I could do it. I really honestly didn't think this was going to be for me, you know? And honestly, there's still some days where I go, what am I doing? You know, but I've got an amazing group of women behind me. Danielle and Courtney, you know, they hold your hand. They take you through the ups and the downs, the hills and the valleys, and you're going to hit them all. There's lots of training that you can go through, and it really, really helps. The support system of the women that you're going to meet is what makes it. You're never alone, and even if you don't show up, they're coming after you and saying, where are you? Hello? You know, and they're checking in on you, and that's a good thing, you know. I wrote some notes here, so I gotta look at this here and see what I was gonna say, because now I'm again rambling. But
24 seconds. No, I'm just kidding.
3 more seconds. The biggest thing is, like I said, for me in the beginning was being proof of the product, right? I had to try it out. I had to make sure that I could commit to this. And I took some pointers from Courtney right off the bat, where she said, you know, you got to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself out on social media. You got to put yourself into the stories. and just do it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so out of my comfort zone. But I did it. And I'm like, my biggest thing was like, who's going to follow me? You know, I'm a 54-year-old busy mom, 2 kids, work full time, take care of my parents, have a house. Life is crazy, you know, just like everybody else. And I have a small circle, but to open up that circle, that was scary. So I did what she told me, and I started posting in my stories. And all of a sudden, my story following, no word of a lie, I went from like having 20 followers a day, and now on any given day, I'm anywhere from 80 to 100. And that's like in what, 2 months? You know, people are intrigued. And then all of a sudden, after I did my results for my first program, which was the bar, I posted my results. Actually, I didn't post them. Courtney did. I sent them to her, and I'm like, I can't friggin' believe this. You know, I'm like, I was devastated because I'm like, I can't see difference. And she's like, are you kidding me? You know, and then she put them out. She goes, can I post these? And I'm like, oh no. Okay, do it. You know, and all of a sudden, I'm getting these messages from people, you know, oh my God, what are you doing? And you're so inspiring, like with all your posts, and how do I get in on this? And that's when I contacted Courtney again, and I'm like, what do I do? All these people, like, they want to know, like, I don't know where to begin here. So she, step by step into the training, and off we went. And now, like I said, I've hit 3 times Emerald in 2.5 monthts.
Yeah.
Second success starter. Yeah, I'm still learning the lingo. Myself. It's all new.
She's done phenomenal, put it that way.
Yeah, we have set some pretty big goals for June. I'm hoping to hit Diamond by June. And like I said, this was something I never thought. I just bought a challenge pack because I needed to do something for me. And if that's what you think you're getting, I'm here to tell you, you're getting so much more. So much more.
I love that. I love that. It's so true. It's so, so true. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Tracy.
Oh, you're up.
That's awesome, guys. Okay, so next is, I'm going to call on Ashley. Ashley's like, her eyes are going like this, dart, 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 dart. Okay, Ashley is a busy, okay, so Ashley Freeman, Ontario. Hi, how are you, girl? As a busy working mom of 2, okay, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, if you're dudes, you're going to hear from a dude. We have literally 50% of our tribe who's 26 and under. Okay, so trust me, there is somebody in our tribe that we're going to connect you with, that you're going to relate to. So if you're not a mom, or if you're not an empty nester like me, or if you're not retired, or if you're a stay-at-home mom or whatever, trust me, there's a story in this tribe that you're going to relate to. I promise. Okay. So Ashley's story is busy mom of 2. She's a teacher. Okay. As a busy mom of 2 and a teacher, working full time, I know time management was definitely a big thing for you. How did you overcome this obstacle and work your business around your already crazy busy life?
So you heard Courtney talk about pockets of time, and I really had to optimize where I was working. So I was looking at my schedule, and I started writing out everything I was doing from the time I woke up at 4 a.m. to the time I went to bed at 9. And I looked and I was like, okay, where can I fit in a pocket to do my invites? Where can I fit in a pocket to do my challenge group? Where am I going to work out? Because that also has to be my priority. And so I really work in pockets of time, and I optimize when I sit down. Because when I sit down, I have a checklist of what I'm going to accomplish, because it was easy in the beginning to sit down and scroll and be like, okay, this is me working, but really I was just scrolling my phone. So I had to become really intentional about what I wanted to do. And I had to really look at my schedule and be like, I'm spending 20 hours a week at the arena. Okay, that is like lots of time at the arena or driving to and from the arena. And how am I going to use that? So I started bringing a list with me to the arena. Okay, I started saying, I'm going to, Friday nights is my time to write my newsletter. Monday nights is time for prep content while I'm at the arena. And I know other people have shared that they like their kids, they're sitting in the parking lot working on their business, right? You find time. If you want to make it happen, you have the time. Another thing I have to keep reminding myself and asking is, am I being purposeful and intentional? And is what am I doing with my time filling me and serving me? Because I serve a lot of other people. I do a lot of things for other people. Like Danielle said, I teach. I'm a mom, I'm a wife. I run the baseball in the community and organize 12 teams to get on the field. My son was on 2 hockey teams. Like, I do everything for everybody else. And this is the one thing that's mine, and I wanted to make it work, and I want to make sure that it's a priority. Scrolling Netflix time, scrolling my phone, that doesn't serve me, and it doesn't leave me feeling any better at all. And at first I was like, oh, I'm going to miss my shows. Guys, I don't even have like a second thought anymore about it, because I love plugging into my team every day. I love plugging in and talking to people that even if they don't join me, they're like, can you help me with this? Or can I ask you a question? And I love the connection. And that's something that I never really had time for, because my time was spent doing everything for everybody else. But this is a way that it's not only served me and made me a better person, but it's let me make connections and community. And like, Courtney lives in Ottawa, which really in the grand scheme of things is only, 6 hours from where I live. And Danielle lives out east, and I've only met them once, and that was in Indianapolis. And they're people that I talk to every day now. And they're connections that I couldn't imagine not having. And it's because I spent the time and I made it a priority in my life. So I know it feels like you probably don't have time to add something, but I promise you that when you fall in love with it and it becomes something that serves you so well, that you have time and it's going to become something so important in your life. Is that under 3 minutes? I tried to say it all.
Awesome. And it's so true. It's so true. That's when I started 12 hours a day. I was a hairstylist. I worked 6 days a week, and I made this work in pockets of time. Now I do it full time, guys. So my life, what you see now, is different. But back then, I had a family. I had a full-time job on my feet. I wasn't working in an office. I was working as behind a chair. So I worked in pockets of time too. And I'll tell you, there's something actually not easier, but I like to work with busy people, because busy people know how to hustle. Busy people know how to fit. It's when you have a whole lot of time that all of a sudden we tend to not organize our time properly. And now that I work full time as a Beachbody coach, I have to be super intentional with my time. So I almost feel like I was more productive when I was busier. As crazy as that sounds, trust me. I'm going to put it over to you there, Courtney, and I'll get you to ask the next question.
Hey guys, this is real mom life. My daughter is not in bed yet. She's only 6 years old, and she should be in bed. So say hi.
Hey.
Hey. And Danielle is her favorite person in the world because she thinks she's Ariel. So that's why she tries to get on every call possible. Okay, so I am going to throw a question over to my coach, Melissa, who is, I don't know how you're showing up as Fit Mama, which is my password for my Zoom link, but that's okay.
That was the other morning when we did the workout one. I was just looking at it. I'm like, how do I change that now?
And she is a country girl too, so her internet's sketchy too, so we'll see how this works. Okay, so Melissa, my question for you is, how have you overcome the fear and judgment of others since being a coach? Go.
So this is a tricky one. So this in itself is overcoming that fear. So just one of those, actually today on the champions page with the girls that were speaking, there was a couple points that they had made. And it's, if you don't share your story, how are other people that are out there sort of piggybacking on what Tracy said, going to know what is out there and what they can also do? If you've done it, they can do it. So you kind of have to, it's been basically what you have to do is get out of your own head and just go for it and try and think of it in that respect. Don't overthink it, because I'm a very big overthinker. So you just have to get out of your own head, and there's going to be people out there that are going to be, judge, whatever. That's their choice. But you have to think of the people that are out there that you are trying to help. Those are obviously, as they said also, those aren't your people. So you have to think of it we're in this business to help others. So you want to help them. And that's how you kind of have to get over your own fear. And that's basically what it is getting out of your own head and just kind of go with it.
Yep, absolutely. Awesome. Thank you. All right, Danielle, all yours. Where'd she go? There she is. You're still muted.
Sorry, on the way. I had to go to the bathroom. I drank too many of my Tubi Mindset water bottles. Had to go to the bathroom really quick. And I was listening to Melissa. I had the door open. My husband hates that, but too bad. And I grabbed my mug on the way because it speaks to what Melissa was talking about. Your dreams will never, your opinions will never cut me a paycheck. Your opinions will never cut me a paycheck. And then it says, like a boss, right there, because I'm all about business, guys. And I'm telling you right now, my father is one of the most wisest men that I've ever met. If you ever have the opportunity to meet him, trust me, he's a very special man. And he would, anytime I would ever talk down about myself, he would look at me, he'd be like, my darling dear, stop beating yourself up. The world is cruel, and that's its job to do that. Don't help them. And then he would also say to me all the time, what the other people think of you is none of your damn business, dear. Move on. He also taught me, because I always used to get like really worked up over money because I didn't have any. And he would say to me all the time, why are you getting so stressed out? It's just paper. It's just a little paper. It's going to come. It's going to go. You're going to get it. You're going to lose it. It's going to come. It's going to go. Don't stress. And he was always such a beacon of light for me. But he always told me never to give up on my dreams. And he has always supported me in this business. Although a lot of my family members still don't, even after I've been successful in this business. So guys, this is all about you. This is all about you and what you want to do. So I love that you hit on that, Melissa. So that was great. Okay, next I'm going to, do you want to talk about?
No, really.
No, Mick doesn't want to talk. Do you want to talk at all?
No.
You don't want to hear, they don't want to hear about a man's perspective of this?
Heck, we want to hear.
I want to hear it. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where are you?
Shut up.
Where are you? Mick, as a dude. So let me tell you a little quick. I started workouts. Mick was an ex-hockey player, big time athlete, went through major injuries and a really, really terrible divorce where he found himself like in a bad place and bad habits and a lot of weight that he wasn't used to having on. So I started this program and he watched me drinking beer and eating chicken wings, smoking cigarettes from the coach. And in his words, right, I'm not bouncing around the freaking living room with you. And he decided when Shailene Extreme came out, because it was a weightlifting program, that if we closed the curtains, he would do it with me so nobody would see him doing a Beachbody workout at his house, because he was a dude. He was the dude that went to the gym and was the hockey dude, okay? So Mick, where are you? There you are. Hi, Mick Mill. You can unmute yourself. So, as a dude in this business,
You're gonna have to mute yourself.
I will
soon.
once I asked it. What are some of the top things that impressed you with the integrity of this company, the products, the programs, and the business? Do you want your notes?
Okay. How's that? Is that better? No. Is it working now? Can you mute that, by any chance? That's the wrong one. As far as a dude goes, well, just a little background. When Danielle first started this, we were both fat. We were both Pepsi.
Don't use the F word.
I didn't. Your things are. I can't even remember where I was at anyway. Anyway, once the injuries hit and I started getting fat, and I mean fat, we're talking close to pushing 270. I'm only 5'9", so 5'8" and a half. So, oh, that F word.
Yeah.
I thought you meant.
Don't.
Okay.
I hate that word.
I was bigger. Anyway, I was unhealthy, and that was the whole point of it. Danielle started off, and she was getting slimmer, getting healthier, and it just wasn't something that I felt comfortable with, where my wife was getting much more fit than I was, because I was supposedly the athlete of the family. The whole Shailene thing there, that's absolutely true. We closed the blinds. We wouldn't open the door. I didn't care how hot it was in that house. We were not opening the door. Because as a guy, you know, as a man's man, I guess, I felt uncomfortable doing some of the moves that were perceived to be more for women. Then I found P90X. Now, P90X was a totally different story. It was for guys just like me who trained not as a professional, but did professional training. So this here put me in a much better shape. So I did it like 3 or 4 times right in a row. Then Danielle started doing other programs. We were back then, yeah, the VHS days. We were ordering them every time they come out. So every time they come out, we would get a new one, DVD, VHS, whatever we had at the time. And she started doing different ones. So I started participating in some of these different ones. And then they started realizing, I think, that many of these people doing these workouts are all men. So they geared more workout towards men. So they did Shift Shop, and they did Quarter Force, and they did all these other programs that women can certainly do, probably do them better than most men, but it's more of a manly workout. Body Beast, for one. I'm still doing Body Beast. I've been doing Body Beast for 6 years now. And as far as the results go, there was no better. 45 minutes a day, started my workout, totally showered, ready for the day in 45 minutes. Whereas just going to the gym and back would take me half an hour, let alone the hour and a half, 2 hours I was at the gym. So, you know, win, 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 win. And then when she first started, she wanted to get 1 bag of Shakeology because that's what she wanted to do. And that was all fine, but I was between jobs. Now I work in the corporate world, so when they downsize, you know, you don't get much warning. See you later, you're gone type thing. So I was between positions at that point, and she wanted to order another bag to include me into her coaching, and so she could start on her journey. Well, I wasn't impressed. We didn't have 2 nickels to rub together at that time, but we did it because she promised me I would make it back. Okay, so at that time we didn't have the money, but we made it work. Then our first trip to Summit. And that was totally, that was a game changer for me. Once Carl started speaking about how of all the businesses he's had, they've all failed. But this one here makes him feel the best because now he's helping people. Yeah, sure. Every business is here to make money. If you're not here to make money, unfortunately, the way the world works, you're just going to be, you know, out of luck. So yeah.
Carl Mick.
Oh, Carl Deichler.
Yeah, these people don't know who Carl is.
Well, he's the president and CEO of Beachbody anyway. Sorry. But when I listened to him speak, he's quite the speaker. He's quite theatrical and everything like that. But the message he was sending is there's no issue helping people and making money at the same time, especially where the obese rate, the cancer rate, the lung disease, heart disease, all this stuff is spreading through the U.S. and Canada like there's nobody business, Europe too, everywhere. So he started in the U.S. and then moved to Canada, but his whole point was trying to get the obesity rate down, trying to get people healthier. And that to me made a lot of sense where all the products he has are, you know, professionally done. I've done them all. I've done even that butt workout from Alejandro or whatever his name is. I did that one too. But they did programs for every type of person, for whether it's a man or a woman, an athlete or a ballerina. I did the bar blend. That's extremely hard. I found it really hard. And like I said, I got legs like that and very strong, but I couldn't do a lot of the moves. So I was super impressed with that particular workout. But as far as the integrity goes, to go back to Carl, he was communicating a message that I just want to help everybody I can. So that sort of made me absorb it, and then other people absorbed it. And when we first went to Summit and Super Saturday, I think there was 4 people the very first Super Saturday that we had hosted. And now they're having super trainers come in to our areas, and there's 30,000 people at Summit, which is a whole community of like-minded people. So if you're in a like mind where you want to improve yourself, well, you have 30,000 people to help you do that as well, right? So
nice job, Mick.
hey, right?
Nice job.
How many minutes?
Unmute yourself. Mute yourself. Nice job, Mick. Yeah, you were good. You're good on your timing. We don't want to. No, we're good. We want to do this really quick. So I wanted him to talk really quickly about that coming into it, because I know a lot of people get a lot of backlash, because a lot of people in our household, family members, spouses, may not understand what we're doing. I got a lot of pats. Oh, good dear, a little project of yours. Good. Or, oh, really? Good luck with that. Or people just coming right out and telling me that I was crazy. Do you know what I mean? So Mick had a little of that at the beginning, but I was going to do it anyway because I had belief and vision, right? So love that. Okay, Courtney, who are we hearing from next?
So hopefully you can hear me because my right now.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question, and then I'm going to ask a couple of different coaches to give me their answers on it. So my question, am I good?
Yep.
Okay, I was trying to figure out, like, what did I do? So my question is, what advice would you give someone who is on the fence about coaching, somebody who's interested but just doesn't know if it's for them or not? So Ashley, I'm going to throw that one out to you first.
Okay, so when I was thinking about this today, I kept going back and forth in my head, and I don't want this to sound harsh, so take it with what I'm meaning it to be. But the only person that doubts your abilities is you. Because when you show up here, we are all here to cheer you on, and everybody here is going to be cheering you on, and we don't doubt that you're capable at all. You have to get over yourself and just do it. Don't doubt it. Just do it, because you're totally capable. And that's sent with all the love and somebody that doubted herself for way too long to jump into it.
Okay, I'm going to call on Amanda. Amanda's up next. Amanda Confiant. Amanda has an amazing, she can do it in 3 minutes. I know you can, girlfriend. I know you can.
Because I talk so fast.
Because you talk so fast. How has this business changed you as a person from the inside out and your mindset? How did that influence and serve you in your personal life, on top of the fact that you lost 40 freaking pounds with these programs and products?
Okay, so I'm just going to give you a little brief on my life. It's a little intense, but when I was in my 20s, basically, well, even before this, I really lacked in self-confidence, and I quickly got into bad situations. I ended up being sexually assaulted from a boss that of a job that I really, really loved, and was kind of trapped in the situation, and then quickly went into an abusive relationship where I was also sexually assaulted, as well as physically abused and mentally, emotionally, financially. I actually ended up having to change provinces because he was going to kill me. Like, I'm alive today because I got out of this situation. So after that happened to me, you can only imagine how my self-confidence and my self-worth went from there. So I was really scraping the bottom. And then I quickly fell into another relationship, which lasted 10 years, but I'll get into that in a second. So while I was in this relationship, it was toxic. Again, I was financially, mentally being abused without really even realizing it. And I started putting a lot of weight on, and I gained probably 60 plus pounds. And so while this was going on, I had decided I needed to do something. Like, I couldn't breathe going up the stairs. I felt like shit. I was sitting on the couch eating potato chips and chocolate and just feeling terrible. I hated my life. I hated myself. I didn't have any self-worth, any self-confidence, nothing. Like, I was drained, nothing inside of me. So I started doing Beachbody. It was 2 years ago, probably. I know Danielle from my past. So I was following her. I dated her brother. And my sister was doing Beachbody. So I was like, sign me up. I need to lose weight. I just need to lose weight. That's all I care about. So I started working out, and I was like, losing weight. But what I didn't realize was how much it was affecting my mental health. And I didn't realize it at the time. So I started growing, and I was growing and growing and growing and becoming more confident and like just liking myself more and becoming involved in the community, and the products were amazing. And I have IBS, so I really struggle with my bowel, and it affects everything. So the products were helping, and I was like, okay, I need to be a coach. I need to sign up, and I want to be a coach. I want to get a discount. I want to do it all. So I started getting the discount. I started sharing my story, and I was healing. I was healing because I was doing personal development, and I was being connected with this amazing community that just like took me under their wing. And at the time, I had nobody in my life. Like, because of my abusive relationships in the past and because of the one I was in now, I had no friends, no community, nobody to lean on. I shut everybody out of my life because of everything that I was feeling and because of the partners that I was with. So I decided to sign up as a coach, and then I just started changing my fucking life. Like, I was changing my life. I was loving myself for the first time ever. And I was surrounded by all these amazing people, only to later on this Christmas find out that the partner that I had been with was cheating on me for the whole 10 years. But I wouldn't have been able to get through any of that if I didn't have this amazing community, and if I didn't join in here and start working on myself and start doing personal development. And if I didn't have all of these amazing people, I just wouldn't. I don't know what I would do. Like, I would be a total wreck. And today I can like honestly say that like I'm happy for the first time in my life. I have a community that's not only a community, it's family, and these are my people. This is my tribe. And I just get up every single day with purpose now. And on top of all of that, I'm making an income, and I'm a single mom now. So I'm making an income for my son, and I'm just succeeding in life. And I get up every single day. I work out to work on my mental health, and yeah, it's been amazing for me. So I don't know what I left out, but probably some things that I want to talk about. Lost 40 pounds. And I just love all you guys.
Lost 40 pounds. That's amazing. You did really, and you were like you were in the time limit. Thank you.
Didn't even
So
talk that fast.
I know.
I know I talk really fast. I'm sorry, but 3 minutes.
Hey, let's make it clear that the brother that Amanda dated of Danielle's.
Well, that was high school. Yeah.
Wonderful person.
Yeah.
One is the negative one.
No, actually, like the best one ever. So
Yeah.
otherwise,
No, that was before. That's fine. Thank you for sharing your story. And like, part of the thing, guys, is like, you know, is being vulnerable. And you know, I listened to a podcast today, and I shared that podcast in my 2 new groups that I started. And it was about, you know, if somebody else is making their life look perfect, trust me, it's not. They are just doing a better job of covering it up. And this, you know, what we're all about is just working through our stuff and being the best version of us and inspiring other people to want to work on themselves as well. And that's what this business is all about, is letting them find that light in them as well. Courtney, do you have anything else to add? Did we get everybody? Joanne hopped off. I was going to have her talk about the trips.
I just wanted to, sorry, I'm on my phone now. My internet cut out. I wanted to ask Tracy actually the same question that I asked Ashley about what advice you would give someone who's on the fence about coaching, seeing as how it took her a while to sign up and she had all the reservations in the world, and yeah, and now she's crushing it. So Tracy, what advice would you give somebody who's, like I said, on the fence, not really sure that coaching could be for them? You're still muted, baby girl. There.
I got
There you go.
Can you
You're
hear
good.
me? Okay, sorry.
Good.
Ooh. What I was saying was, I think us as women, we have a tendency to beat ourselves up a lot and not put ourselves as priority because we're so busy taking care of everybody else, right? We're way, way down on that priority list. So if you're on that fence, that proverbial fence that I sat on for 3 frickin' years, I'm going to tell you, this business is not as hard as you think it is. Don't overthink it. That's the biggest thing. You have all the tools here. We have an amazing tribe, like so many other coaches here said today, that are going to hold your hand and support you, take you from the beginning. And I mean, the sky's the limit, guys. You know, you can really take this business, like Courtney and Danielle said, as far as you want it to go, as long as you're willing to put the time into it. Just do it. Seriously, it's that simple. Just do it. It's so much more than just a side gig, and you're going to get so much more out of it than just that. My only regret, and I've said this to Courtney 100 times, because like I said, I literally sat on that fence for 3 years. The only regret I have is that I didn't do this sooner. Why did it take me so long? So if you're sitting there thinking, maybe this isn't for me, maybe it isn't, but you're not going to know until you jump in. So get off that fence. Just
Amen.
do it.
Could not have said it better myself. That's awesome. I love it.
And you know what? That story is so similar to another coach on our team, Rachel Cornish. I messaged her for 3 years, and she says Danielle messaged me for 3 years. I told Danielle I didn't like Shakeology for 3 years because I was drinking aspartame and other shakes that had sucralose and were like screwing up my taste buds, right? Because they were cheaper and full of chemicals. And she is now just went diamond coach in our business. And she says the same thing as you, Tracy. The only thing that she regrets is not joining sooner. And that's the thing. Just before we head off court, I just want to touch really quickly because Joanne had to touch off. Guys, we do what we do because we love it. It's a business. We are looking for people who want to do this business. Like we said, if you want to run with this, we're going to run with you. If you want to jog, we'll jog. If you want to walk, we will walk. But I suggest you jog or you run, because on top of all of this, feeling amazing, working on yourself, that's the foundation. You're going to earn an income. You're going to earn accolades. You're going to create relationships, but you're also going to earn things like trips. Okay, like opportunities to go. Mick and I went on Beachbody's dime down to Arizona, to a resort in Arizona. Everything was paid for, like breakfast, lunch, dinner, celebrity trainer, cocktail hours, like you name
Buffets.
it. But Mick, buffets, all the bacon. But like all of these things, these are like, and I'm going there and I'm thinking, I can't even believe this is a perk of what I get to do every day. Because what I get to do every day, to me, is a blessing enough. On top of that exclusive trip, we have our yearly trip. Unfortunately, our Punta Cana one, because of COVID, was canceled this year. But we're going to Mexico, guys, in 2021. And what you do joining as a coach this year is going to earn you Mexico 2021. So I'm already earned 20, I only have 20% left to earn. I've already earned 80% of my trip.
Not just Mexico.
It's Mexico.
Right.
It's the Hard Rock.
Right.
And it's not like you go on an all-inclusive vacation. This is not just an all-inclusive vacation that you get to take your spouse or your mom or whoever you want to take, or your friend. You get to pick who you take. Mick acted up for a few years. I left him home. Don't you worry. But he comes with me now.
Party too.
What's
And
that?
And you get to party.
We get to party. And this is the thing, guys. We work hard, party hard too. And it is like, these trips are not just an all-inclusive vacation. Beachbody is there. Celebrity trainer workouts in the morning. Beachbody parties at night. Like, it is an event. We take over the whole place. We have chartered entire cruise lines and it's just something that you walk on there and you're thinking, are you kidding me? I earned this by helping 3 people get healthy every month. Are you even kidding me right now? And those are just some of the perks about being a coach. It was a big pull for me because I love to travel. So when I got started as a coach, that was a big pull for me. Everybody has their pull, like whether it's filling up your gas tank, paying for your groceries, paying for your car payment, saving for a trip, or earning that vacation. Whatever it is for you, we can help you. We can help you get there if you're willing to do the work. Over to you, Court. Are you frozen?
No, I'm good. I'm on my phone now. But you basically said everything I could possibly say. I mean, the only thing I want to add is that I know a lot of people say, you know, we have an amazing tribe and the support and the accountability in the community. But guys, honest to God, it literally is a lifesaver, and it has been for me. I won't go into detail, but for those of you who don't know me, I lost my dad 2.5 years ago. I was, what, 1.5 years, 2 years into coaching. And that whole month is a complete blur to me. But I know for a fact that without, I don't even want to say Beachbody, but without this group, without my tribe, without my coaches, without my clients, without having to stay accountable for all those people and all those people checking in on me and all of those people kicking my ass to get back in gear because they knew that's what I needed, I don't think I would be here right now. And I say that in all seriousness because that was the worst thing I've ever gone through in my life. And I totally give all the credit to all the amazing ladies on this call right now, all my coaches on my team, like I said, all my clients. Like I said, it becomes a habit to just check in with everybody every day, to be, you know, posting in my groups and showing up myself. Like I said, the whole month was a blur, but I somehow still managed to show up, and these ladies kept me going. And it's the support, it's the community, it's everything about the accountability that this job gives you, this side hustle, whatever you want to call it. You know, this I don't want to say it's my life because I have a life outside of Beachbody, but this is definitely a big part of my life. Yes, Stella.
There's a kitty outside our door.
Okay, that's great. There's a kitty outside our door. Real mom life. She's just like her mother. She's a crazy cat lady. It's awesome. Oh my goodness. All right, Danielle, I'll pass it over to you. You can finish it up. You're still muted, Danielle.
Good thing you didn't hear what I said about cats. We even let you on our team if you like cats, is what I said. I love it. Of course, cats are amazing, right? I was wondering why I didn't get a reaction to that. Well, I'm like, hey, that joke didn't land. But absolutely. So you're probably thinking, okay, what next? What next? Because I know a lot of people are concerned about cost, but guys, Mick mentioned a guy named Carl earlier, and I was like, tell them who Carl is. He's our CEO. And because he wants you guys to literally lead this business with your own personal story, the only investment to get started as a coach is what you sign up as a customer today, you sign up as a coach today, same price, $186. It gives you everything you need $160 US, $160 UK. It gives you your first month of Performance Line or Shakeology. You pick. You don't have to pick. You can get both if you want. A full year of Beachbody On Demand. Your nutrition guide. You can tack on one of our VIP nutrition programs for 60% off if you want. You get a free coach enrollment, your mentorship on our team, free of charge, your coaching from us, free of charge. All of that is included. The only cost that you have to get started as a coach is the exact same cost that you have to get started as a customer. That's it. That is absolutely it. And a lot of people say, okay, well, what if it's not for me? And I'm like, if it's not for you, you can cancel at any time. You are not locked into anything, absolutely not locked into anything. But I'm going to tell you guys right now, I see people give up on themselves every day, especially with this business. And it breaks my heart because the potential is just incredible when we step out of our comfort zone and get over our fears. So I tell my people, don't give it a couple of months. They're like, give it a year. I'm like, give it 2 years. And that scares a lot of people. But the time is going to pass anyway. What are you going to be? Where are you going to be in 2 years? Trust me. When I look back and I think of all the times I thought about giving up on this, all the times I've gone through hard things like Courtney mentioned, and I thought, well, this is just a business. This isn't my life. I can choose another path if I want. I'm just going to give up because this is too hard, or I'm going through too much, or my heart is too broken, or I'm too stressed. And I think of all those times and thank God I didn't give up, because that 7.5 years passed anyway. And I'm here 7.5 years later. And thank God I'm still in this business. So I tell people who get started with this business, go in with an open mind, an open heart, that you're going to be coachable and you're going to step outside your comfort zone and give it 2 years, and your whole entire everything will change in 2 years for the better. I promise you that. So get in touch with your coach, whoever sent you this video, whoever sent you to this call, and they will let you know how to get started and how to get on to this team. We are starting new coach training first Sunday in May. And I'm telling you, I want to see you on those team calls. Okay. So we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for showing up, everybody who showed up here. I'm really impressed with the number of people and all these beautiful faces. And let me just check really quick if there's any questions. I didn't see any. Anybody want to unmute themselves? Anybody have any questions that we didn't hit on?
I'd like to add something if I could while we're here.
Yes, Jennifer. Jennifer, yes, I thought I'm really excited if you want to talk.
Well, while you were talking, I figured I thought of something that it wasn't really, you said it all, but in the perspective of someone coming in not knowing much about this company. If you're even a customer of this company, you go and you spend what? The coaching fee is what, $20 a month? You spend that in coffee.
Yeah.
You spend that in tips for coffee, so why not invest in yourself for $20? Because you're buying the Shakeology, most likely. You're buying the programs, you're buying, so really that extra $20 a month, what is it? Like coffee. It's money you throw away.
It's an investment in yourself.
Exactly.
And you're actually saving an additional $20.
Exactly.
Just by being a coach.
Just exactly. Even with the coaching fee on top of what you're paying, you're still saving money. So if you're buying the products anyway, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, you know what? You're so right. Thank you so much for sharing that. And do you want to talk really quickly about that, Valerie? Valerie said the leads. We also get leads as a diamond coach. When you make Success Club and you're an emerald coach, you get free leads from the company as well. you want to touch on that a little bit, Valerie, just for like 2 minutes?
Yeah, I thought that was amazing when Danielle said, when I hit Success Club 5 for the very first time, I didn't even know what that was. You help 3 people that month. And she's like, you're going to start getting free leads. Like, what company believes in you that much that they start giving you people for free? So then I was like, okay, that's really incredible. And they keep on piling them on and piling them on. And then you hit Success Club 10, and then you get the leads and people who are purchasing Shakeology or bands or any other products, and you get them for free. Like, they are building me up just as hard as I'm working. They are feeding me with all of these customers. You know, it's hard to keep up with, actually. Right now the business is booming so much that like, they're just constantly, you do a little bit of work and they support you the rest of the way. Like, they're just amazing.
Absolutely. I love that you hit on that. So when you're an Emerald coach and you make Success Club, that's when the company, and that's when the company rewards you. So what's coming into the Beachbody site, guys, is really quickly is like a flood of new people who are just signing up with Beachbody On Demand memberships. And the company is going to partner them with a working coach. And how they identify a working coach is somebody who's Emerald rank and above and who's making Success Club. Because they don't want to just partner them with my father down in Sydney who doesn't know his coach ID. Do you know what I mean? I told you that story. He's not going to help them succeed, right? So they're partnering them with somebody that they know who is working. And right now, like, the leads are, I think I told my team the other day, I had 113 leads since the end of February. 113 people. I emailed them all, messaged them all. They're in my group. Like, do you know what I mean? Here's my group. Let's get you started. Of course, not everybody answers you back, but that's the harder you work, the easier it gets. The company helps you. Plus 25% on all Beachbody products. Yeah. Plus we get a discount of 25%. That's such a great point. We get a discount. On top of earning a 25% on our sales, we get a discount of 25%. So it's a no-brainer. And like Jennifer said, like, where would you spend that money? On what? Now that we're home and we're not putting that $5 here, all of a sudden people are seeing it, right? Emerald is having 2 people join you on this journey. Exactly, Tiffany. Yep. Any other questions, guys, so we can wrap this up? This has been a long happy hour, but I appreciate it. Good. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for leading me with this, Courtney. And thank you all who shared your story, shared your tips and tricks. And thanks for showing up, Mick, because I know you're really excited about speaking on camera.
Love it.
Anyways, reach out to your coach. Get started. Don't wait, because you're only missing out on opportunities, missing out on trainings, missing out on to get your ass on the beach in Mexico with us. Every day that goes by is a day that you're not helping somebody and building your business. So hope to see you on the next team call, everyone. Thanks for being here.